GitHub Universe sessions are live. A2A joins the Agentic AI Foundation. Cloudflare can spot MCP traffic. And local AI helps you compare local AI setups. All that and more on this episode of The Download. Welcome back to another episode of The Download, the show where we cover the latest developer news and open source projects. Please like and subscribe. I'm Andrea Griffiths, Senior Developer Advocate. Let's get into it. The GitHub Universe 2026 session catalog is live, with speakers like Angie Jones, Frank Nijov, Rohan Barma from OpenAI, Sam Murrow, Jake Albo, and many, many more. Universe runs October 28th through the 29th in San Francisco. You can catch Angie on how AI is reshaping open source, Frank on building Home Assistant on the open, and Rohan on what's next for AI-assisted development. Sam is taking on MCP security with real exploits and mitigations. And Jake is showing us how to see what an agent will build before it builds it. The catalog is live. Browse it now and build a schedule that fits what you want to learn. And don't forget the tickets are now on sale at githubuniverse.com. And in changelog news, GitHub OAuth apps can now use 8-hour access tokens with 6-month refresh tokens. Add the offline access scope while you test the refresh flow, or configure the app to require short-lived tokens. OAuth apps can also register up to 10 callback URLs. That helps with development, staging, and production setups. One thing to note, apps with one redirect URI might have legacy wildcard matching enabled. Disable it if you do not need it. More about this in the link on the show notes. Cloudflare Gateway can now identify MCP traffic in TLS-inspected connections. It looks for the MCP protocol version header and gives administrators a policy selector named experimental _MCP. That gives security teams a way to see MCP connections, enforce approved paths, and block direct connections on managed networks. Start and observe mode, local standard I/O servers, and off-network traffic are outside of this view, so network telemetry is one part of the control set. Agent to Agent, or A2A, is now a hosted project at the Agentic AI Foundation, defining how independent agents find each other, delegate work, and exchange results across frameworks and vendors. The AIF now hosts agents.md, Goose, MCP, Agent Gateway, and A2A, covering the stack from agent instructions to agent communications. A2A is backed by more than 150 organizations, with AWS, Cisco, Google, IBM Research, Microsoft, Salesforce, SAP, and ServiceNow represented on its technical steering committee. If you build multi-agent systems, it gives cross-framework handoffs and open governance home. In a project pick, picking a local model is still a messy decision. Tokens per second does not really tell you whether the model can finish useful work on the machine you already own. Local.ai compares task quality, end-to-end task time, hardware cost, and electricity cost where it can measure it. The early access site can also detect your machine and recommend a local model to try. That is closer to the decision most of us need to make before spending money on a GPU. Check it out at local.ai. And an open source project pick for this week, ttfx. ttfx is an MIT licensed Rust port of Chris Build's terminal text effects, piping a git log, a fortune, a release note, anything really, and send it through one of the 37 terminal animations. You can run git log --1 line -10, pipe ttfx matrix, and your commit history gets some digital rain. Check it out at github.com/omacom-io/ttfx. And that's all for now. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on any of the topics we discussed this week. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up to serve the algorithm gods. And don't forget to subscribe to GitHub's YouTube channel for all your nerdy needs. Keep building. See you next time.